I'm Bridget Wilkinson, President and CEO of the One Valley Community Foundation, and I'm here with Jill Elwood, Nonprofit Programming and Relations Manager for One Valley Community Foundation. And we are just so grateful for you and for all that you have done over the past 24 hours to support Gallatin County nonprofits. It is extraordinary. Give Big is really a celebration of our nonprofit community. And this year we got to celebrate 272, a record-breaking number of nonprofit organizations throughout Gallatin County that are doing extraordinary work. But we wouldn't have been able to do Give Big Gallatin Valley without you. Give Big is all about collective impact. It's all about each one of us giving $5, $10, $25 gifts that are meaningful to us, to organizations that we care about. Hopefully this year you also learned about some maybe new organizations that you didn't know existed. We had several organizations that were new on the block. So we hope that you just learned a lot about our nonprofit sector because we often hear about the quality of life in Gallatin County, and at One Valley Community Foundation, we really believe that a lot of that quality of life is created by our hardworking nonprofits. And we are so proud of that and so proud of a day that just celebrates, that takes a moment and celebrates this nonprofit sector that does so much to support each one of our community members. So a little bit of history about Give Big. This is our 10th annual Give Big Gallatin Valley, which is extraordinary to think about. So over the past 9 years, our community has been coming together, and in our 10th year, it's really incredible to think about the impact that we have all had together over these 10 years, and we're so excited to celebrate that with you. And before we get into some of the details about today, I just want to take a moment to thank my extraordinary staff that are in front of the camera and behind the camera that have made Give Big possible. Big thank you to Jill Elwood, who has breathed so much life and joy into Give Big Gallatin Valley. And while I often get a lot of credit for creating it, Jill has made it so much better than I ever could have. And I am so deeply grateful for the love that you have put into this, because it is a labor of love. And we plan Give Big all year round, and Give Big is really made possible because of Jill Elwood and all of her hard work and her leadership. My other team members at the One Valley Community Foundation are currently tabulating offline donations right now. They are running cameras for our social media. They are greeting donors at our door right now, and so it really has been an all hands on deck situation, and we are so grateful at the One Valley Community Foundation to be able to support Give Big and host it year over year, but it couldn't have been possible without you. So my extraordinary gratitude to our board and our staff for our leadership around Give Big. We are just so grateful. I am so grateful for that. So I want to pass it off to Jill.
Thank you, Bridget. What a year it has been. We have had snow, we have had sunshine,
Yeah.
we've had windstorms, we have had dozens and dozens and dozens of events. Thank you if you came out to meet with and support your local nonprofits. We had so much fun last night and today visiting with local nonprofits, learning more about their missions, and getting to introduce them to you all, our donors. Thank you for supporting them and weathering whatever the last 24 hours has held for us. Like Bridget, I am just sitting in a place of gratitude. It is such an incredible privilege and honor to get to be a part of this program and this initiative. And while the Give Big team and the One Valley team are kind of the driving force behind Give Big, it would not be possible without all of our community partners. It takes a village to put on this event, and we are so deeply grateful for everyone who gets involved. Big thank you to our generous community of donors. Whether you gave $5 or $500, you have made a difference over the last 24 hours. I also want to take a moment to thank our nonprofits. Our nonprofits put in so much effort to make this day possible and to make it a success. They are out there sharing their work, doing such incredible things for the community, hosting events, and just really leaning into this event. So thank you to our nonprofits. I also want to take a moment. We did something different this year. We hosted not one, but 5 kickoff events across the county. This is the first year since COVID that we have hosted kickoff events, and I didn't want anyone to be left out. So I said, let's do them in 5 towns instead of 1, which was a silly idea, but so fun. And I couldn't have done it without our community leaders. I reached out to community leaders in Belgrade, Big Sky, Three Forks, and West Yellowstone and said, I can't be in all 5 towns at once. Can you host some kickoff parties? And our community leaders stepped up and did the most fabulous job hosting kickoff parties across the county. So I just want to take a minute to thank our community leaders. Thank you for hosting Give Big Fest last night and kicking off Give Big 2024 with a bang. We so appreciate you. I also want to take a moment to thank our planning committee. We have a group of wonderful volunteers. Some folks are on our planning committee, some are on our special events subcommittee, and some folks are volunteers who volunteer throughout the year and especially throughout the day of Give Big. But this event would not be possible without our volunteers. They represent government entities, businesses, and nonprofits, and they all come together to infuse Give Big with a community voice. Thank you to each and every one of these individuals for investing their time and energy and creativity in making this event better and brighter than it ever would be without them. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate you all deeply. I hope you know that. I say it all the time, but thank you. You are just like life for our team, and you just make this event so much better, so thank you. And then last but not least, I want to give a huge thank you to our sponsors. This event would absolutely not be possible without our sponsors. There are a variety of businesses and foundations that provide the means to make Give Big possible, and we are so, so grateful for their partnership. If you have a moment to support these businesses and foundations, please take a moment to review who they are, and if you're able to support these businesses and foundations, please frequent them as much as possible. They are such amazing community partners. But thank you to absolutely everybody who got involved and made Give Big 2024 possible. We are so appreciative for each and every one of you. I'm going to hand it back to Bridget to review our totals from the last decade.
This is so wild to think that we have been doing this for 10 years. I remember just, year one, and our goal was to raise $100,000 for 100 organizations in 24 hours, which was extraordinary. And so since 2015, collectively, you and me and all of us have raised over $17.1 million for 465 nonprofits in Gallatin County. That is just extraordinary.
While Bridget's getting choked up over there, that means that this year alone, we have raised over $2.8 million from gifts from over 5,000 donors. We are still tabulating the final gifts. We have staff and volunteers and nonprofits who are entering in those final gifts that came in at the last moments, but it is because of you that we were able to raise $2.8 million in the last day. So thank you to each and every one of you. We want to take a minute to just sit in our gratitude, but also to toast to this year. It was such an incredible year. Thanks to all of you. So cheers to 10 years of Give Big.
Gosh.
And the next 10 and the next 10 after that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To 10 years.
To
Incredible.
10 years, everybody. And we have a little message from our participating nonprofits to say thank you.
Gallatin Valley.
Thank you for giving big.
Thank you for giving big.
Thank you, Gallatin Valley.
Thank you for giving big and supporting Gallatin County 4-H.
Thank you!
Thank you from Bridge Repair. Happy Give Big.
From Cowboy Heaven Miniature Horse Safe Haven, and we want to say thank you so much for your donation on Give Big Gallatin Valley.
On behalf of Independence Community Dance Project, thank you.
Thank you! We appreciate your support. You're the best.
Thank you so much for showing up and giving big to mental health awareness and all of these other amazing causes here in Gallatin Valley.
On behalf of the Yellowstone Historic Center, thank you for giving big.
Thanks for giving big to Montana PBS.
On behalf of One Valley Community Foundation, thank you for giving big this year.
Thank you!